man le meilleur. Et donc le poindo à toi à la boule.
Our mothers teach us to never, never, never seek to trap an African man because they tell us that it's forbidden. Our men represent the sky. How can the earth try to contend the sky who serves as a roof over her? So that's why we are cautioned from a very young age. Entertaining thoughts of jealousy and everything goes against God. It's a battle we can never win. As the sky extends above the earth, man's strength is greater than the woman's strength. So we are taught to never seek to trap a man. And something else you need to know is like, in many tribes, when children are born, especially to the male children, you know, words are spoken over them to always be free. Their hands will never be shackled. Their feet will never be shackled. Not by any man born by a woman and stuff like that, nor by any woman born by another woman. So if words like that were spoken over your ancestors, so you will always rebel against any woman trying to, you know, put a leash on you and stuff like that, which is foolish because in our culture, they teach us that it's not your beauty that brings your man back home to you. It's not your shape. It's not whatever your hair. No, it's your behavior. Is how much you make his home comfortable, welcoming, peaceful, a place of retreat. So basically they teach us to work more on ourselves than focus on him. What is he doing? Blah, 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 blah. No. Because when we heal, we can only attract a healed person and vice versa. So we are taught to never trap a man. That is dangerous to trap a man in any way. So you are to live with that understanding. As an African man, you are nobody's slave. You are nobody's captive. You are to be free. So make sure you do not allow your woman to usurp power from you. That one is the big one because, as you know, we women, we are big manipulators, okay? Unfortunately, we were exposed to the Western ways. Now, the Western ways, the Western women, when you observe them, they manipulate their way into men's heart. They don't win their love or their respect or affection. No, they manipulate their way in. So sadly, so many of our daughters have, you know, learned these ways. So it is you to bring them back into order. How do you bring them back into order? By standing fast. There's a lot of things that you have to do in your own behavior that leave us no choice but let you lead. Our elders tell our brothers, give respect, give love, but don't forfeit your authority to no woman. Give her respect, give her love. When I say give her respect, I keep saying our fathers are heavy. Our fathers, you will not catch them pushing our mother's button. They don't play these games. You know she doesn't like that, but this is where you go and put your hand. You're being disrespectful. Remember, us women, we give you what you give to us. We transform it, we multiply it, we do whatever. So be careful what you give to us. A man who respects himself doesn't push his wife's buttons, okay? A man who respects himself, you know, respect her boundaries. Because if you respect her boundaries, when she overstep on yours, you can call her. Say, I don't overstep your boundaries. Please don't overstep mine. Okay, this is how you do. You give people and then you hold them accountable. You demand a deeper connection. All that thing you're doing, no, I need you to look at me when I come home. Greet me. Honey, how was your day? Make me feel important. Make me feel like I was missed. Come on, women. Call her out. Okay? We like that. We like to be brought back into order. We like discipline. So the man, when you're a husband, you are the head. You are the leadership. You don't get corrupted. You don't do the blind loyalty. You don't do that. You say sorry when sorry is due, apology where apology is due. You pay reparation because you opening a door. When you marry to a fool that would manipulate you to believe that they love you. Oh, they love you. That's why they're so jealous, right? But they wait until someone of importance, someone who would put you on a different life path that would elevate you, show up in your life, and then they start acting crazy. Oh, that's not jealousy. That's sabotaging. That's competition. You know what our mothers do back at home when they see someone who want to elevate, our fathers who want to open a certain door? They attend to that person. They cook for the person. They show favor to encourage them in helping their husband. But too often we are not matched with our divine partners. You know, we're survivors of an atrocious part of history, so we do with whatever is available or whomever is available. But I want you guys to start gradually moving back toward home and how we do things. Our fathers don't allow our mothers to usurp power from them. Our fathers don't allow our mothers to be the decision maker of everything. Our fathers don't feel that they have to run everything through our mothers, because they understand that by them doing that, they indirectly or directly surrounding their authority to her. Some of you fear your women. Our fathers tell our brothers, when you get to a point where you feel that you fear a woman, she has bewitched you or she has usurp authority from you, and you need to correct it and fast. Because what happened when a woman has successfully usurped authority from you, usurp power from you, the respect will fall. We crave masculine man. We crave men we can submit to. We crave men we can trust. We crave men we can rely on. We crave men we can follow until the end of the world. You are the one to give us that assurance. But if you let yourself get corrupted by us, we lose that respect. And what happened when a woman lost respect? She's gonna go and find a man she can respect behind your back. Simple as that. Okay? So in whatever you do, make sure you're fair. Your wife should be talking about you and know that you're the type of guy that she cannot manipulate. You're the type of guy who will call her out when she falls out of line. Because at the head, as the leader, you are also an educator. Yes. Okay, so keep that in mind. You have to be able to call her out, to shame her need to be, that this is unworthy of someone I call my wife to act this way. Our fathers, this is how they talk to our mothers when they catch them acting crazy. They sit them down. I pay dowry on your head. You are my reflection out there. When you go out there, act like a savage. They see me as that savage, because whomever lays with a woman becomes her. Remember, with the receptacle, we turn them into us. So if we are savage, he comes and lay with a savage. We made him a savage. Spiritual, okay? Our fathers are very spiritual. They have their own priest. They don't rely on our mothers to find out things. They constantly screen everybody. Some of you rely on your wives for everything. You have become so codependent on women, but you have to understand women have a conniving nature, especially these days. We have been exposed to Western culture. What do you think? Those of us who are not healed, especially those of us who were not raised by your father, when you surrender yourself like that, we will, emotionally blackmail you. So you have to be spiritual. You have to have that connection to your ancestors and the God of thereof. You have to. You have to have a priest that you consult to. You have to run random checks on your crew. Our fathers do that. Even when you go abroad, they will call you and just tell you on what you're doing and how they're aware on the things they're doing and bring you back into order. You have to do it. You have to have access to some kind of divination, some way of seeing, knowing things. Stop the Christian thing. Our fathers, they know what's up with us. Wherever we go, they know. Wherever our mothers do, they know. Wherever we, the children, do, they know. So if you're gonna be a masculine, you gotta be spiritual. You can't be religious. The Bible tells you to love your wife like Jesus loved the church. We know how Jesus loved the church. He ultimately died for the church. The Bible is only telling you to die for her. The Bible is not telling her what she needs to do to keep you in that role of a king, because that book was edited and, by the people who put us in this predicament. So you have to use common sense. You have to be spiritual. You must be purposeful. Basically, you have to have a clear path in life that you have chosen to follow. Because what we worry about is we want a place that feels safe for us to raise our children, and we want to know that you're in a path that gonna not only bring you financial reward, but something that gonna make you happy, because we don't want you to have a crappy job and come home and be upset at us. So as the personal assistant we are supposed to be to you, we want to see that you on a life path that makes you happy, that you found your purpose in life, you know where you're heading. Because when we know that we are married to a man who knows where he's heading, it's more easier for us to just follow and keep quiet and just follow. We know you know where you're taking us. But when you yourself, you confused, today you want to do this, tomorrow you change your mind, you come up with something else, we're going to sit and look at you like, I should let this man lead me. Me and my children, help no. So what do? We sit on the pilot seat. At that point, you force us to take over. No. You must have a purpose in life and a clear path on which you walk. You must be heavy. When you hear me say that our fathers are heavy, our fathers are heavy. How heavy? You will not catch them in gossips. They don't participate into gossip, into quarrels like women quarrel. They don't give our mothers a blind loyalty. They don't give our mothers a blind card, or our mothers are never wrong. They don't play that. Meaning our mothers feel that they can go around offending people and stuff like that, and our father's just gonna come and defend them like that. No. Our father will assess the situation. If they truly found that they have offended somebody, they will go and apologize to their fellow man. They will go and apologize on behalf of his wife and the family, because he's aware of who he is. He's a king. His family is a kingdom. And the number one characteristic of a king is fairness. A king can be caught in lies. A king can be caught in injustices. Because what happened in the spirit, Tatan Zambe will strip you. He will strip you from that crown. He will strip you from any protection, honor, and everything. A king is to be fair. You must be assertive. Like I always say, our fathers speak once. We gotta know that we married to a man who stick to his word, who doesn't lie, who will tell the truth, no matter how harsh the truth. He will clearly express himself in a clear and concise manner. You must be assertive in your decision making and never come back on your own words, no matter what. Yes, because women, when we see that we're dealing with a man we can manipulate at will, we lose respect. Yes, some women, instead of being there guiding you, being that guiding light to you, no, they want to usurp that light from you and be the one. Yes, especially if they were not raised by your father. They wouldn't know how to help you into your masculine energy because they didn't have that role model. And you cannot expect that from them. It's not fair to even expect that from them. So all the burden falls in you. When you're dealing with a woman who had had a father, when you sleep, she can call you into order. She's like, no, get back into your masculine energy. I don't need you to act like this. I don't need you to get on my face. I don't need you to quarrel with me like you're a girlfriend. You know, I never seen my father get on my mother's face. What are you doing? You know, so she can force you into your masculine energy. But if she wasn't raised by a man, how can she help you? So the burden is really that much more on you. Now, when it comes to our kings who were raised by queens, you can quickly check us. He's like, no. I never seen my mother yell at my dad, or I never seen my mom try to, you know, make the decision and disregard what my father say. You can call her into her feminine energy. You can force her into her feminine energy, you know, using your mother queenly behavior as a reference. When he shows us that his feet are solidly rooted into the ground, oh yeah, we'll follow him to the end of the world. But when he's like, you know, just pure mind game, he thinks that people can read his mind. You know, like these kids in elementary school and stuff that are not like so outgoing and stuff. They like you and then they don't dare tell you, but they now come and start kicking you and start bullying you. We have adults who still act like that, because their throat chakra maybe is blocked. But you have to be expressive. Our fathers, the way they speak to our mothers is straight to the point, and they back up their words. First, they don't speak loosely. Our fathers, they don't speak a lot. They're not big talker. Yo. You find them everywhere. They're not loud, and when they say something, they mean it and they back it up. It doesn't matter how long it takes them, but you can rest assured they will do it. That's why you see many Africans and stuff, they will come first solo and they will leave their wife at home. It may take 10 years, they will bring her. This is how steadfast they are. A lot of them, vast majority of them, we know them to be like that. When they say they will do it, they will do it. You know that is so sexy in a man who always tells the truth. You know that he's fair. You won't catch him in no lie. There's no room to manipulate him because he knows right from wrong. And he's not hesitant about calling you out when he catches you doing wrong. He's not a people pleaser. You see, that's hot. That's irresistible. Any queen would want to surrender. That's what it is to be masculine. Okay, when you need attention, tell your wife you need attention. When you need love, tell her I need love. Speak, be bold about the things you want. It's a sign of virility. Is it la virilité, like whatever? Yes, it's a sign of that. A man who speaks from his gut. You must be charismatic. What is the charisma in a guy? He lives in his true, authentic self. He's not playing a role, because you know, us people who have been enslaved and colonized, we were forced to act a certain way in front of certain people. So you need to let go of all that. You got to let go of all that. You don't need to be, or you don't need to sound a certain thing. Some people have the white voice and the black voice. Screw all that. You are you. Live in your true, authentic self. Sound the way you are born to sound. Speak your wish, as long as you're not offending anybody. When you speak to us, we want to see that you are assertive. When you tell us you want us, we want to keep in mind that we're dealing with a man who knows what he wants. This is the kind of charisma we expect from you. So when you deliver that, unless you're married to a witch, we're gonna melt. We're gonna be in our feminine energy. All we're gonna think about is, oh, let me cook this dish for him. Let me surprise him with this. We're just gonna, invest that much more in you than when we deal with a man he can barely express himself and how he feels. He doesn't know how to communicate emotions. All he knows is like just being tough. It's boring. When I tell you that our fathers are heavy, even when our mother lose it, or they have a temper and stuff, they will never retaliate. They will never get on their face or beat them, because they understand they're stronger than them, and if they hit them, they will probably kill her. So they stay heavy. They stay, you can't rattle them. They're solid like rock. I love our fathers. Speak in imperative tone when needed. Yes, because some women will try you. Yeah, when need to be, speak in imperative tone. What does it mean? It means give orders. Because in power struggle, they would want to see how far they could go. So sometimes our fathers speak to us in imperative tone. Come here. Who you talking to? Don't do that. Stuff like that need to be. You need to raise that voice. You need to tell them that there's no roof above the roof that you are. You have to make sure of that. You are to love your woman. Yes, men owe us love. They owe us protection, and they owe us provision. And what do we owe them? Loyalty and respect. Okay? Loyalty and respect. That's what our elders tells us. The woman owes the man loyalty and respect. We don't even owe you love. We owe you loyalty and respect. That's what we taught. But you owe us love. You are to love us, because we are run by emotion. We water. So you need to nurture us. Just like we praise you, you are to love us. You are to protect us and provide for us. And we are to be loyal and respectful, because the respect is what gives you the oomph. When we build you up is what makes you to boss up on our behalf. So sometimes, yes, you need to speak in imperative tone when we, tap dancing on that line. When we come and try to usurp power from you or usurp authority from you, yes, bark orders. Our system is built to receive them. 10-4. All right? So.
Gaëla Tikaya la patrona, Gilda Sambendengesi, mon ami Gaël, Nilo Ijo.